It was here in the UAE where the first ever solo aircraft to circle the globe landed in 2016. Solar Impulse 2 flew day and night using the power of the sun alone. With 16 stops along the way, the journey included long stretches over the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. We're joined now by the UAE's Climate Change and Environment Minister, Thani bin Ahmed Al Zayoubi. Thank you very much, Minister, for joining us. I want to start off by talking about Solar Impulse. We mentioned it in the show. How much of an achievement was that, not just for yourself, but the whole of Abu Dhabi?
The Solar Impulse story was amazing for us because when it comes to mobility, it's one of the main challenges when it comes to emissions and impact of climate change. So insisting on bringing the Solar Impulse on the plane was one of the things which sent the message that nothing is impossible, especially when it comes to such sector. The transportation and mobility is we see it as the second stage after the power generation.
How aggressively is the UAE pursuing renewables?
You know, we started with the renewables in 2005, and 2004, 2005, it was the construction and property boom here in Emirates of Abu Dhabi. Policy and tariff were challenging. One of the main challenges which most of the developing countries and oil exporting countries have is the subsidies for fossil fuels. So we paid attention immediately to this point, and we start elevating the subsidies in phases.
When do you think, let's look at your crystal ball, when do you think that renewables will start getting an edge on fossils or fossil fuels, or do you think it's not just realistic?
For us, it's not realistic, to be honest. The energy, the hydrocarbon is going to continue being one of the energy mix globally. If it's not going to be part of the power generation, it's going to contribute to another sector. Let's be realistic. Even for looking at our clothes, it comes from hydrocarbon byproducts. So hydrocarbon is going to continue being an integral part of our lives.
Let's discuss the World Future Energy Summit right here in Abu Dhabi. What are you hoping to get out of it, hoping to achieve?
For us, it's a platform where we host the government through the General Assembly of IRENA, the International Renewable Energy Agency, then the business people who comes for the exhibitions, the academia and the schools who comes here to present their papers. This year is very special for us. You know, it's the year of Zayed, so we're paying attention to the youth.
And you believe the youth is interested?
They're very interested, and we're really proud to support their ideas and prototypes here presented in the platform.
It's fascinating to see people putting their thinking caps on, wasn't it, when it comes to changing the environment. Minister, I appreciate you taking the time to speak to us here on the show. And now it's hard to do a program, of course, about clean energy and not talk about China. The International Renewable Energy Agency lists the Asian giant as the world's biggest investor in clean power, with nearly 3.5 million people employed just in the sector. So how dominant is China as the world's #1 wind turbine manufacturer really is setting the pace?